between the Detroit Lions and
What
the
you want
Los
from him?
Angeles Rams.
What you want from him? What you want from him? What you want, man? You don't really want to see what I offer. I don't really like. I don't really got no good offers, man. I can tell you that. I got a second, third, seventh.
Getting toward the halfway point of the
No.
NFL season. Week 7 is underway.
What you want a first for that dude?
Sports. Fielded in the end zone.
You talking to the wrong man, then, brother.
The 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Throwing is Hurts. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run here with Akers. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
At the 18-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a first and 10 at the 18. Here's Akers. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Rams 7, Lions nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Yeah, boys. Man,
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
I think I want no smoke.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
First down, Griffin, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
It's Griffin. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Marshall. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for LA. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run this with Akers.
And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Taken in the end zone.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, what's good, G? I ain't finna, man. You know, I ain't even. What I told you last game, man. I ain't.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2 yards on the play.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
The end of the first quarter with the score Rams 14, Lions 7.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Now a give right side. Griffin looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
It's now 4th down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stuck behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure.
Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be... A call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, the sensors in the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Escaping the pressure right. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing you, they started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
22-yard line.
But 1st down hurts. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But
is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Cam Akers. Incomplete. Brings up a third.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Flush to his right. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep down. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 30 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll run on first down with Akers. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll run on first down. It's Griffin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Lions first down.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Hurts to throw. Just keeping the play alive. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
44-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a run with Akers. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hurts. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Marshall, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jamie Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year too, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment.
Oh, no, dead a wild dude, man. Dead is a wild dude.
The way that was drawn up on the whiteboard, big-time play, big-time result.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Y'all niggas, man.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On first down, Akers. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is
my nigga say he ain't on that crack, man.
Eluding the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him.
Damn, Brian, I ain't no ground with that old Brian. You better.
The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell
you. Hold on, that brother.
Often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game
confidence
as well.
on another
If
level.
he's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here.
Boy,
3rd and
D-back
4.
a wild dude, you hear me?
He'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll get
Oh, she definitely was getting tapped out.
Touchdown Rams.
Cam Akers.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Man, I know what be going on now. Yeah.
To extend the lead.
Lions 17.
Set now to kick this one
Oh,
away,
man.
and off it goes.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
Man, shit, they flagged a couple of them dollars. Hey,
Will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions
that tap
offense
cover.
ready to
That
kick
probably
off
wasn't
their
that
next
crazy,
drive.
but you
They
know.
unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Wagner. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to